Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Coffee with Craig show. We'll be talking about commercial real estate in Central and Eastern Europe. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another great day with the Coffee with Craig show. This week, our partner for the daily news is actually the event of MAPIC, which MAPIC is the biggest retail expo in Europe, and it's happening this year, November 30th through December 2nd in Cannes, in France. So if you haven't signed up for it yet, well, we'll be there. We'll be there with the CE retail guide. So if you want to promote something or do something at MAPIC, if you've got a new project or a retailer looking to expand, this is a good place to meet shopping center owners and retail park owners, I'd say, and some high street. So definitely let us know if you want to be involved in that. October, we're in the first week of October, big month. We have our investment guide for EXPO Real going to the printer tomorrow afternoon. Is that right, Winston?
Yeah, tomorrow afternoon, so not much time.
Exactly. So if you want to we have, I was just looking through it, we have one great place for an advertisement right near the front. So if you want to send us something today and get in this edition or early tomorrow morning, please shoot it through. And then off to the printer, and we're got the team going to Expo Real next week, so should be interesting week. And a few of the days we'll of course be transmitting Coffee with Craig at Expo Real, so we'll see how that goes. Also, 21st, 22nd, we just finished up with a big meeting at the hotel. We're doing our CE Investment Awards at the Intercontinental Hotel in Warsaw. We just met with them today, and everything's a go. Very nice. They've got all kinds of new regulations and keeping things very safe and sane and all that. But we have all the stuff that we normally have. Great special singer as well. So a lot of fun for the investment awards. That'll be a great night, great couple of nights. The jury dinner seems to be coming together as well. Now we'd like to, of course, welcome Winston Norman, our editor-in-chief of EuropaProperty.com and editing of the magazines and taking care of the events and whatever else we need.
Good morning, Craig.
So, let's do a short commercial from MAPIC, and we'll come right back with the news. Welcome back. Winston, ready for action? Ready to give us the great news, the exciting news from the highlights from EuropaProperty.com?
Yeah, sure, Craig.
Excellent.
So today we'll start with Savills, and they've released a report that says European multifamily is now firmly established as Europe's second biggest real estate sector. It's recorded 24.1 billion, which is 23% of investment activity in the first half of 2021 across the European region. So
wow,
that's a big increase, and you can see that in Poland, I think, with just the prices in Poland of residential development and the amount of residential development that is ongoing,
Right.
So
it's amazing how expensive it's gotten.
How quickly it happened is amazing
and how
to me, It's like all of a sudden, a massive jump. Yeah, so that is quite strange, and it's been noticed by investors, according to Savills, investors are really confident in this sector because it's got a lot of defensive characteristics. So they like them for they're increasing their financial allocations to their portfolios for residential and launching new funds apparently.
Great.
And in Poland, investment in the multifamily sector reached around 550 million euros in the first half of 2021. And this came in third, the third biggest real estate sector behind office and industrial, which we know are doing very well.
Right.
But it's now overtaken retail, which is no surprise there. Obviously the pandemic has affected retail quite extensively.
Yeah, and I imagine we'll have a retail bounce back at some point when all this kind of blows over a bit more.
I would hope so. I would hope so, yeah, because people still like to go there and touch and have the experience of this shopping experience. It's not, people don't want to sit at home anymore, I don't think. And
I like to go there and see all the things I can't buy.
Yeah, I like to go shopping.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and for sure. And just to compare, Savills, Poland with Western Europe, Savills concludes that compared to more European Mature European markets, the Polish real estate rental market continues to offer competitive yields that attract new investors. Savills think that private investors will find it increasingly difficult to achieve similar rates of return due to rapidly rising home prices and the pandemic correction of rental rates. So, looking good for that sector.
If you buy a house now, is it going to go up in value? I guess even more. Yeah.
You know, that's the idea, I think. Yeah. Hopefully, it goes up in value and not down.
Hopefully, at some point when it finally goes down, I'll buy. But I know it'll be at the top of the market when I buy, because it'll start dropping.
And staying in the Polish residential market, Leach and Maguire, specialists in the Polish PRS market, they've started an official cooperation with the Swedish sector heavyweight Halmstad and Bostad. And under the newly signed contract, they will be responsible for kickstarting both the rental and the property management of Halmstad's Polish housing portfolio. And we know that Halmstad, since they've entered the market very big now, right? And with a lot of Ford purchases. And
we've talked about them over the last week.
And so Leach and Maguire will be signed an agreement to work on 2 buildings that Halmstad purchased in Warsaw early in 2021, which was Unique Tower and Moko. So they've got, between them, they've got around 600 apartments there, which they'll be managing.
Oh, all right.
And according to Tom Leach, he's the director of Leach and Maguire Property Consultants, he says, we're obviously delighted to have been chosen by the Halmstad team to take on the letting and property management of their upcoming projects and rolling out their friendly homes concept in Poland. And Halmstad are now one of the 3 largest residential property owners in Europe and has so far acquired around 4,000 apartments under development in 18 different projects in Warsaw, Krakow, Gdansk, Poznan and Wrocław.
Well, it's great Tom's doing so well and started this new company, as we've known him for many years. And he's always been able to deliver what he says, so no reason not to think that he won't this time.
Yeah, I think he's merged and expand along with the sector.
Well done, Tom.
Moving to Romania, and CTP has expanded its portfolio by acquiring 153,000 square meters of industrial space, which is in Brasov, and enlarging its presence in Timișoara and the south of Bucharest. The transaction marks the beginning of a fruitful cooperation between CTP and the seller Olympian Parks in a swift and super quick M&A transaction. This is heralded as the largest of its kind in the local market this year.
Right. Well, CTP, that's what when you come to the logistics, you always hear about CTP doing things, and Raman Voss and his team down there taking care of a lot of.
Yeah, and they're becoming a massive player in Romania. A massive player. And their country manager, Anita Dumitrasha, she says, our portfolio is close now to the 2 million square meters milestone while recovering more of Romania through the presence in Brasov. Timișoara adds very nicely to what is to become shortly the largest CTP park in Romania outside of Bucharest and its surroundings. Following this acquisition, CTP owns Class A warehouses in 13 cities in Romania now.
Yeah, Anya's probably definitely by far the most active commercial real estate person down there.
Yeah, sounds it. And just briefly to turn today, MDC Squared has added 2 new experts to its team. So the team in Poland now has 18 real estate professionals. Wow. And they're really growing. And in 2022, they'll commence the construction on 2 locations, totaling over 170,000 square meters of GLA. So a lot of work for the new employees there.
Yeah, very impressive. I mean, Hadley Dean just seems like he just started that company. Already 18. Yeah.
And just several projects already. Yeah. It's doing very well, it seems.
Of course. Well, so is that all we have, Winston, for
today? That's all the news for today, Craig,
All right, so very exciting Monday morning. Great to kick it off. Also hearing about Romania, also good to hear. We were just transmitting from there last week, came back last night. Seems like a lot is going on there, and I think Romania is kind of on, another nonstop trajectory, it looks like. So let's wrap everything up for today. Thank you to all of our viewers. We now seem to have a good steady, for several months now, 8,000 a week of viewers on the news. And for all of our interviews, they've been over 12,000. So thank you for viewing. We've got a lot of exciting things for next week. Anyway, enjoy the rest of the day. If you're in Warsaw, I guess enjoy this great weather. Somehow it seems like it's back. Some global warming helping out. Enjoy the evening, and we will see you. Enjoy the rest of the day, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Click here to subscribe to the Coffee with Craig show, and don't forget to share it with your friends.